What's going on, guys? CKD1 to do a video, and today it is another Monday. That means another installment of music in history. And this week, I was browsing my iTunes library, and I stumbled across one of my girls, one of my favorite female artists in music right now, and arguably, one of the hottest, to me, I think she's beautiful. But beside the point, her name is Jhene Aiko, and that's what we're going to be covering over on this Monday's episode. Now, the first fact I got is that she's actually afraid of planes, which is kind of hard to believe since, it's kind of hard to be afraid of planes since, it's pretty mainstream these nowadays, you know what I'm saying? But she is actually afraid of planes, and she actually claims not to be actually afraid of them, but that she, quote, gets a little on edge every time, unquote. So, she's kind of afraid, kind of gets a little tense, you know what I'm saying? Jhene also claims that it gives her a sense of appreciation for life in a way that is not, experienced to her on the ground. And apparently while in the air, Jhene has said that she feels more love for people, while being up in the air just because of how it looks from up there, how the world looks, just like, apparently that is somehow, affected her in a lot of ways. And hey, man, whatever, I mean, that's cool. I'm not afraid of planes. What I'm afraid of, every time I go to an airport is the TSA always stopping me and my family, acting like we're, about to be, put on fire squad, whatever, that's what I'm scared of. I'm more scared of TSA, but that's a topic for another video, right? Let's just move on. Now, track 2, like Beyonce, she got a big ego, apparently, okay? So, apparently this ego is not her main, persona, it's her alter ego, right? And her name is Jay Hennessy. That such cracks me up. Jay Hennessy. And she's allegedly, more outgoing and more outlandish than basic Jhene. Jhene describes, herself as being, shy and timid, really not, out there, what I'm saying? But Hennessy is the complete opposite of that, and she brings her out from time to time, and apparently her first debut was on the EP Sail Out. And, reading this, I feel like any sane person would be like, that is kind of stupid, that's, whatever. I actually kind of understand this. I feel where she's coming from, you know what I'm saying? Because, there are times where, I would kind of describe myself as, kind of shy, not really wanting being out there. But when I'm around, people that I'm comfortable with, and, I'm around with my friends, and I'm, in a, environment that calls for it, I'm a very outlandish guy, and I'm, very out there. So I definitely understand, what she's talking about here, but I don't go naming my outlandish persona. I guess I should, right? What do you guys think in the comments below? What would be the name of my alter ego persona? Would it just be like KD versus Kevin, or like what do you guys think? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. All right, guys, no more jokes, no more games. This is actually a very real fact here, and she had a brother named Miyagi, and they were apparently really close and all that, and Miyagi lost his battle with cancer in the summer of 2012. And before he passed, Jhene recorded a song for him titled "Quote from My Brother," and it was only meant to be only for his ears. But later, when he died, Jhene released it to the world. And the song is very, very powerful. It's very deep, and it is even more so when you know what the song is about, and just know about this whole thing about how he died from cancer and all that. It's a very sad song, very, very sad. And one of the things that Miyagi tweeted before he died was, "Why aren't you smiling?" And this really resonated with Jhene. It really impacted her as a whole, and it basically is saying through pain, through you being at your lowest point, there is still room to smile. There is still room to feel happiness and feel, like your life's over and all. No, like there is still, happiness that you can feel amongst the pain. And this really, resonated with Jhene, and it impacted her so much that Jhene got it tattooed on her wrist, I believe. But I know it's around there, and that phrase even made it onto her album Sold Out as its own song. So R.I.P. Miyagi. Another kind of depressing fact is that at the age of 5, Jhene Aiko was involved in a home invasion, and at this event a gun was held to her head, and this obviously had a big impact on her for years, and it kind of drove her to support an anti-gun violence movement. A movement that is backed, by Snoop Dogg and Alloy Black and all that. So it's a very, big anti-gun violence movement thing, and she does support that. So, no guns allowed. And the last fact we got for this week's episode is about her divorce. Now, Jhene has been dating this guy named Genius, and he is a NYC-based producer and even produced on her latest album, you know, a couple tracks off of that. And he confirmed that in March of 2016 that the two were married. Now, that's of this year. That's not, you know, that's no joke. Like, that is this year he confirmed that. But I think they've been dating for around 11 months up until this month. It was around like 11 months or so. And then speaking of this month, Jhene confirmed on August 9th, literally last week, that divorce papers were filed. And it was over, quote, irrecountable differences, unquote. So it's definitely something that, you know, counseling can fix, and it's a pretty big issue if, you know, counseling and, you know, going to, you know, whatever YouTube got to do, if that's not going to help it, then it's clearly something, you know, big, and it's a really big issue, apparently, you know, between the two. And so because of this, rumors started coming around that, you know, oh my god, Jhene Aiko cheated on him with Big Sean, all this stuff like that, but those were all fake, and she even confirmed it on Twitter during a Twitter rant. And during this rant, Jhene let it be known that he disrespected her, and that's why this whole divorce is going on. So, you know, it's pretty sad. You know, a married couple got broken up, but I would love to actually see Jhene Aiko and Big Sean actually, you know, have a real thing in the future. You know what I'm saying? That would be really dope. Their album together was dope, so hoping that, you know, that chemistry and that bond that they have in the album, you know, actually comes to fruition. And that's all the facts I got for this week's episode. If you guys enjoyed the content down below, you can leave a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really appreciate all the feedback you guys give me. Also down below, let me know down in the comments below what you guys want to see in next week's episode. What artists you want to see explored. Does 2 Chainz want to be explored next week? Does he really? I mean, does he? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, where down, check out my description. You can find my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all the good stuff. You can follow me on there. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.